I watched this guy. He was having a big day on Bass Track. He's Team Power Pulls, Cory Johnston.
So the game plan today is try not to suck. The goal today is 18 pounds or better. I mean, I don't really know what to expect. We could get in there. There could be new ones pulled up. That's how we start the day right there. Going into this tournament, I mean, the St. John's River is massive. You got, I don't know how many miles of the river. It's April, and we've never been here in April. Anytime we've been here, my mind always goes towards trying to find spawning bass, just because they're big. If you can always catch 1 or 2 big spawners, you can fill out a good limit and have a really good tournament. Freaking donk to start the day. I figured that they were probably on beds that you couldn't see, so I ran around and I had a pretty good day. Probably had 20 bites flipping, and did a little bit of looking and seen some on beds. Chris did the same, and he said, man, he goes, I've seen a lot of them on beds. So day 2 of practice, I went into that area where Chris seen a bunch, marked a whole bunch of fish. Yeah. Whew. Look at the size of that frickin' bass. Are you kidding me right now? Frickin' unbelievable. I usually don't get too excited, but that got me excited. Eat your food, Tina. The key differences between April and February, really this week it's setting up the same. It's nothing like I thought it was going to be. I thought we were going to be fishing a shad spawn, a lot of schooling fish, which there is a little bit of that. I did find one spot where there are schooling fish, a big group of them, but man, I'm just shocked at how many spawners there still is. They just landed right in their bed. Female there, it's chasing right now. I mean, I don't know a lot about Florida. I don't know what goes on here. I know they spawn for months and months. You know, once I knew that they were spawning fish, that's kind of what I made my game plan around. God, he looked way bigger on the screen, didn't he? It's all right, we'll take him. God, look at the size. Oh, another frickin' giant right there. Oh my God, frickin' giants here. And I mean, like, it's a frickin' big one. Might be an 8-pounder, I don't know. Sun's just not right yet. Still can't see her. I can see the bed, but I can't see her. If we can get this sun up a little bit higher, I can sneak up just a bit and hopefully see her and see how she's reacting to the bait. When I throw that big bait in there, she's all over it. Got her. Big one. Please stay on. Yeah! What? Way down deep in there. Gamakatsu. Freaking stud. 5. 2 more. Daddy's coming, Caleb. A new braid from Seagar. They brought it in from Japan. Stuff's the deal. It is the deal. I love the state of Florida, man. It sets up just like we fish back home. I mean, everyone thinks we grew up catching smallmouth, and that's totally not the case. We grew up flipping hydrilla, punching mats, flipping reeds, all for largemouth, and this place just, it reminds me of fishing with the old man when we were kids. I'd love to have my first win somewhere other than up north. God, that's a frickin' giant. Look at that, see him swimming off? You know, up north would be special, but it wouldn't be as special as it would be in Florida, just because, you know, I don't know it down here, and it's something other than in my backyard. She just keeps doing big circles, and she'll come through the bed. If you throw a big bait in, she'll chase it, but she won't eat it. Got him. Come on, baby. Got her. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Unbelievable. I was sitting there watching a big one on a bed. I look over and this freaking thing's just cruising. I throw it to her and she eats it right away.
So in practice, Cory and I, we talk on the phone quite a bit and try and break down lakes together, same way some other guys do. But like day one, for example, we like to fish similar stuff. We have a similar style fishing, and obviously sight fishing is one of our favorite things to do. Let's go. I mean, there she is.
How big was that one you got? Just let it be flat, calm tomorrow. So when I come to Florida, my head first goes, you know, spawning fish, and that's what I did right away, is started looking for spawning fish and matted vegetation, stuff like that. That's how we grew up fishing back home with my dad. And you know, once I got here, got on the water, seen that there was spawners, got right into it, started looking, and you know, I was shocked at how many there actually was. She ain't a giant, but she's 3.5. It's like it's not a giant, but it's a good one. Got about 15 minutes here to see if I can get her to bite. Got her. Gotcha. Frickin' last minute. Like I said, it ain't a giant, but frickin' happy to have her right now. I think we're on the tail end of it, but you know, I'm excited to get out there, see if I can find a few more. I do have a backup plan. Man, it was, couldn't ask for anything better today. It started out good. First fish was a great big one. Second one was like a 7-pounder. But they're extremely hard to catch today. Like, I've seen way more females today than I did yesterday. I haven't looked at the weather tomorrow, but hopefully we got a nice calm sunny day, and hopefully a few of these things lock on, and come back here and do the same thing again tomorrow. So we just finished up here day 2 at the St. Johns River, and man, we had a heck of a day today. 27.8 I think we had today. I mean, I caught them, every single one of them, looking at them. It's the way I love to fish. Feel good. I'll let the sun get up here and see what we can do. Cast around a bit. And got her. really sure what's going on out there, to be honest with you. There's a lot of fish around, but they're not locking down on the beds yet. So I'm really hoping that that's gonna happen tomorrow. I seen more big females than I seen today than I seen day one. So, I mean, that's all I'm doing. I'm putting the power pole move down and just literally covering water until I find a female that's ready to bite. Yes! The way to start the morning, baby. You kidding me? Unbelievable.
I don't want to do it at all, but with his 11-pound lead, I think I'm going to give him a little cushion in the morning, and hopefully he can get a few big ones, because then I'm coming in and it's fair game. I'll be going through there trying to get my share, 2 or 3 big of those big females, and then once that sun comes up, I feel like a few more lock on, and you can visually see them better too. So I'll be coming in there hot about 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, I think.
Oh, baby. And it takes time, it takes a lot of patience, and they test you. I mean, a lot of them will look, but they never do eat it. So that's kind of the game. You gotta know when to stay on them and when to move on. So we're gonna see what happens. We got a female here, but I caught the male by accident. I let him go, so hopefully he goes back to the bed. She's sitting just behind it. I can see her on the, so we can move up just a bit. There she is. See her? Slow going so far. Got one female located. I'm hoping I can catch her. I don't know how well the sight fishing is going to hold up this weekend. Where I'm at, the boat traffic is going to be crazy, I'm sure. It's Florida and it's the weekend and the weather's beautiful. I don't know if the wind's going to blow. The winds is probably the biggest thing that will affect me. But I mean, if we get calm conditions, sun, it is a heck of a lot tougher today, which I kind of figured was coming. I mean, I'm hoping that I can find 5 of the right ones again tomorrow. Got her. Yes. All right, baby. Look at that. Way down deep. It's a decent one. Gotcha. It's a decent one. I like it. All right, one more big one. There's another decent one following it. Sad as that is, I think that'll call one. So Chris actually went into that spring first in practice. A little dirtier water, so people haven't messed with it as bad. So I'm like, all right, great. You know, I went to another part of the lake and I found a totally different bite. I caught them all. You know, I had 20 bites a day, flipping pads, and you know, so we had 2 really good game plans going into it. And the last day of practice, Chris actually went into some canals and found a whole bunch of big ones. So I had that spring all to myself for the first 2 hours of the first day of the tournament. You see her up in front of the bed? Chris and I work together so well. We cover twice as much water as anyone else, and we just put our heads together, and I mean, I'm in first, he's in third or fourth.
Big one?
Obviously, my brother has an 11-pound lead.
You mean to catch it?
If I want to get a big sack, I have to go in there, but if I catch 2 5-pounders he might have caught, I don't want to limit his chance at winning because he has such a big lead. I'm kind of in a toss-up on what to do.
I got 17 even with 2 1-pounders. Let me catch that one. I'm coming back and getting it when you're done.
Going into day 3, and I mean, what more can we ask for? You know, that's what we want to do. The end goal is to come 1-2. It doesn't matter who wins and who's second. But I mean, I want to win, obviously. I want to beat him. So that might be a bit of a lie, but at the end of the day, you know, I'd be just as happy for him if he won, and I know he'd be for me as well.
We got 3 good ones. We got 2 1-pounders that we got to get rid of. We got a pretty solid bag, but not what I'm happy with. You can only see in so many places, and all these boats have everything stirred up. Something's going on, like I'm not casting in the right spot or something. Trying to find one.
I do have a plan B. Like I said, I found some pretty good stuff.
Let me find one more. Just one.
My only thing was flipping pads, and my only thing that makes me doubt it a little bit is how much pressure it got the last 2 days.
It's been a tough day, but I mean, I think we did our job today, but I wanted to possibly extend our lead a little more. I don't know if we're gonna do that with 17 pounds, but we'll see. Just need one more bite. We got 2 1-pounders that I gotta get rid of. This one? Look out. She's still there? Is she on the light bed?
I still think I could catch 12 to 15 pounds off of it. Ideally, I want to get one more day out of that spring if I possibly can, and hopefully a really good day. You know, extend that lead as much as we can, and you know, if we have to go flip pads the last day, then so be it. Winning my first blue trophy, I mean, that's why we're doing what we do. I mean, the money's great, but
Come on.
Chris has a blue trophy sitting on the shelf out of his house, and it pisses me right off every time I walk in there and I see the blue trophy on the shelf. So I had a century belt. He hadn't had one, but he's got one now. So he's one up me a little bit, but to win that trophy this week would mean a lot.
Oh, yeah. I owe you one. He's in my spots. So like, this is my spot. This is not his spot. But I was nice to him. Let him come in here today. He just caught a 6 and a 3, and he went over one, and he said, "Hey, there's a 6 right here. Might want to catch it." So I said, "Okay." So I slid over, and first cast, she swam over and ate it. Unbelievable. We did our job today now. Now I'm happy. Before that, I was frustrated because I wasn't sure we made the right decision, but turns out we did. We still got 1 1-pounder. I'm gonna get out of here, make my way back, and flip some pads for 15 minutes and maybe catch one more big one. Dude, like, I don't even know what to say. When it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Can't believe she swam right over and ate that. I'm hoping we can extend our lead and
Chris caught him good, so you know, hopefully he's in second, and ideally we'd finish 1-2, but still got a whole other day. Anything can happen, so ready to get these suckers weighed in and tie some rods up, because I got a feeling we're gonna have to switch game plans tomorrow.
23 pounds, 2 ounces. With 23.2, Cory Johnston has 73 pounds and 13 ounces and is leading the Maxim Tire Bassmaster Elite. Great tournament so far, 5 fish away from a lifelong dream. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our weigh-in.
I'm feeling good, buddy. I'm just excited to get out there. It's gonna be one of those days where it is what it is, and you know, we need a little luck on our side today, so let's go have some fun. One, baby. Take that one. It's a solid one right there. Hopefully we can come out of here with, well, 5 would be ideal. Started off the morning here with, where we go? There's 2. Starting off the morning here doing something a little bit different, and so far it's paying off. I could just get one big one doing this. They live in this stuff. Tell you what, that 6-cent swim jig is one bad swim jig when it comes to this stuff. I don't know if there's a better swim jig on the market. I don't know, I'm just gonna let the weather dictate what we're gonna do, let the fish dictate what we're gonna do, and hopefully make the right decisions. Every pound counts today. Not that he is a pound. They ain't big, but I'm happy to have them right now. God. Yeah! You freaking kidding me? 7-pounder. Freaking threw it in there and the pads just go whoosh. I thought it was like a 2-pounder. Look at that baby. Unbelievable. Game plan the rest of the day is go in this spring here for a bit, see what I want to see what it looks like. I don't know how many are left in here, but I want to give it a couple hours, and the wind's supposed to pick up today. Yeah! So it's going to make it extremely hard to see, plus the boat traffic, I'm dirtying it all up, and if I can find one that I can catch, I mean, it makes them have to really catch them today. So go in here and look for one great big one, and we're going to set up on it until we catch her. That's the game plan right now. I want to keep fishing. Just want to say hi to my parents. I know they're back home watching, and I know the wife and kids they flew down, so they're going to be here, but all my buddies and whatnot back home. A few of them flew down, and yeah, feel a little bit better now. What you doing?
5 fish here today. Didn't even need to get out of bed this morning. 19 pounds, 9 ounces with 93 pounds, 6 ounces. Finally, Cory Johnston is a Bassmaster Elite Series champion. Cory Johnston crushes the competition and becomes a Bassmaster Elite Series champion.
Marathon Peak Performance.